Welcome back to the Dolden Details channel. Finally, we are back outside. It's been a long 3 weeks of trying to get some videos out to you guys, but as you know, it's not exactly been the best of weather of late. Anyway, on with this week's review. Prodi Car Spa, brand new company, set up in February the 17th, I believe they launched of this year. So brand new UK detailing product company. They've only got 4 products at the moment. They're looking to expand. They do have a separate business. They are in the smart repair business, leather repair business, but this is their detailing product range. Just a basic range, ranging of pre-washes, cleaning and protection. So this is the first one. This is Snotorious Snow Foam. So this is a wax safe snow foam. It's supposed to be very high cling and very thick. So I'm going to use a smaller amount than what I normally use, so just under an inch in the lance, and I look forward to seeing what the results are with this one. So that is a snow foam, all going to be tested on a Ford Fiesta, which is sat over there. Next, Lux shampoo, their luxury shampoo. So it's a highly concentrated one. Not too sure on the actual dilution rates, as in 1 to 800, 1 to 500. Not too sure about that. All I know is it's concentrated. So going to be using this. And then we have the star of the show. Excuse, it's already been pre-diluted into another bottle. It's a canister then. Basically what you do is you decant 100 ml of this product. This is the Nano X sealant, a hydrophobic sealant, a synthetic sealant, into another bottle, top it up with water, which then brings it up to a 500 ml of product. And then you can either do it in a wet coat way, i.e. when the car is still wet, spray it on the panel and then pressure wash it off and then dry it. Or you can do it the dry method, which is literally use it a bit like a QD and then work it in with one cloth and then buff it off with a separate cloth. So 2 cloths, spray it on, a bit like a QD or a wax, similar thing. So you can apply it 2 different ways. Up to 4 months, I reckon, for this. Be interested to see what the beading shots are like for that. And then finally, a very pleasant smelling Refresh. This is their QD, quick detailer. Believe this does a similar thing with hydrophobic qualities, and it's safe on glass, plastic, paint, you name it. You know what these things do, they bring your car up nice and shiny, they're very easy to use, great for maintenance washes and drying aids. So those are the products for today, all going to be tested on the Fiesta, which is sat over there. Let's crack on with the review. So it's a glorious day. What better way to start it than with your pre-wash. Wheels have all been cleaned and been scrubbed. This is Snotorious Snow Foam. So wax safe, although there's no wax on this car. This produces rather a thick foam, under an inch in a 1 litre bottle, with a nice cling rate. Be very careful when you're doing anything in the sun. As you can see, the sun is on the other side of the car. I had to move quite quickly. Normally you'd leave this for around 10 minutes. This was more like 5 minutes. So this car pretty much untouched. I finally lost some weight. Hooray! So gradually turning it into a marshmallow. Just getting rid of that grime out the door rubbers and basically the lower parts of the car, or attempting to. So this is what it's like when it's dwelling. And after a very, very quick rinse down, it left a pretty clean surface to dive in with the next stage. This is the 2-bucket wash and the luxury shampoo. Yep, I even have to bend down. Make bigger cars. So this is it, the Luxe shampoo, highly concentrated. It's not really foamy, it just seems to do the job, it just gets on with it. Pretty much no frills, but it does what it says, it cleans, and that is all we need. Yeah, that's not speeded up, that is me. Now, I know this isn't the best way to do it, but honestly, this is supposed to be the warmest day of the year so far. So that was the shampoo. So after it was dried, I left this bit wet. This is the Nano X sealant. Leave it wet, spray it on liberally, and literally let it dwell for seconds. Now watch. Just need to dial your pressure washer back a little bit and it just beads up and sheets. There is nothing on this car, there's no wax, there is nothing. There's just so much left to say. Wanna get to know you. And this is what you're left with, beading. So this is a dry method. So dry your car like you would normally. I personally think this is more like applying a QD, a quick detailer. Use two separate cloths. Just massage it into the paint. On a warm day, you're probably just the lightest of buffing, and then you're left with a nice glossy finish. Very, very easy stuff to use. Don't be tempted to do the entire car, and what Prodi are saying is avoid the glass. It's safe to use on glass, but with hard water areas it can leave marks on the glass. If you do get marks on the paint or the glass, use QD. Use your quick detailer. So I tried it on another panel, the dry method, and it was fine. No issues whatsoever. So as I said, you can use quick detailer over the top. Now what I did do is I left the rear quarter of the car with nothing on it, and this is Refresh Quick Detailer. Just a bit of a mist. This is safe to use on all surfaces. You can actually see the gloss starting to appear on the paint. Very slick this is. There's a nice shot of the glossiness of the paint. Owner was well chuffed with this, and that is it, guys. What is that big thing in the sky, that big burning thing? I keep looking at it thinking we've either been invaded by aliens. Oh no, it's the sun. I'm just not used to it. What a gorgeous day, my God. If I've missed anything on the car, apologies. I've been running around it like a blue-ass fly. Right, let's get down to what we think of the products. Right, first of all, we had this. The pre-wash. This is a Snotorious snow foam from a car spa, or Prodi Car Spa. What do we think? Right, this car I've been working on. It's never really been done. It's just been left, to be honest with you. It's absolutely minging. It didn't take everything off. I would say 85%, because on the lower parts of the car, I've said in previous videos, I would like to use APC. But what I will say is the cling rate is amazing. It's very, very thick. Just under an inch I put in, so probably about, I'd say 80 mil, maybe a bit less of product. And it was more than capable, very, very thick. But on the lower parts of the car, it struggled a little bit. Might be something to do with the weather. But, you know, it was good. You know, didn't blow the doors off. It was good. It was nice and thick, and it seemed to work. I'd be interested to see what it's like on a more prepared car. You know, see how we go. But on that car, it was good. All right. Okay. So that was a Snotorious. Then it came to this. This was the luxury Shrek, almost Shrek-like shampoo. This was nice. It was more in the cleaning power than the foaming stakes, I'd say. Very good at cleaning, this one. It didn't produce a massive amount of lather, but what it did do was clean, and that's, at the end of the day, that's all we asked for. And I didn't really use a lot. You can just about see that in the top of the bottle. So it's about three capfuls, I suppose. So 25 to 45 ml you can use. With shampoos, were a bit sort of gluggy, that'll do type thing. You know, I'm a bit sort of careless sometimes, but this was a bit more accurate, and it did produce some nice results. This really needs decontaminating, this car. It's not good, but this was just a very, very quick valet and a chance to test some products on a different car, so bear with me. Then it came to this. This is the star of the show, really, this Nano X sealant. Right, the number of ways you can do this. Obviously you can do it the wet method, so leave the car wet. What I will say is, on a day like today, be very careful. Just do a panel at a time, a couple of panels at a time, but be very, very quick when you do it. Don't let it dwell too long. You will get streaking issues. I haven't had any streaking issues today. It was quite good. And the fact it sheets and beads like crazy. What I will say is, turn your pressure washer, if you've got a Nilfisk or a Karud with a one you can turn down slightly, turn the pressure down slightly more into a spray rather than a jet, because what I found is, when I first did it, it sort of pushed the product off rather than move it about. So just turn your pressure washer down a little bit and you might get a bit of a better result. As I went around the car, it just seemed to get better and better, more beading and more sheeting. So on a car that's got naff all on it, literally nothing, it works very, very well. What they're saying is, what Prodi is saying is up to 4 months weather dependent, and all obviously on the state of your car as well. So up to 4 months, which I think is pretty good. So 100 ml to 400 ml of water in your 500 ml bottle. Remember what I said, don't put it in a double action trigger spray. This is just purely my experience. Putting them in double action trigger sprays, it can sort of start to, I don't know, it sort of not separates, but it's got this sort of horrible characteristics where it starts clogging up the filter. So just keep it in one of these. You don't mind mucking up one of these, but not your double action trigger spray. Didn't do a lot on this, but very impressive in the fact it's so silky. This was the Refresh Quick Detailer hydrophobic finish. Yes, I'm probably gonna, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing a car, then spraying it with water again. You've all seen beading shots. I might put some up on my Instagram page, but obviously this produces a nice glossy finish. And the one thing I will say, going back to the Nano X, there's a guy visiting over there in the corner, and he came up, he looked at the Fiesta and he said, "Oh," he said, "that looks new." He said, "Have you polished it?" That sealant produces like almost like a film-like, glass-like sort of texture over the car, making it look like it's a wax. Very odd, but all the products seem to work very, very well. The snow foam, I'd say maybe boost it with an APC, just purely my point of view, being honest. But on the whole, the 500 ml range, thumbs up, very, very good. Thanks to Gary for sending them down. There is going to be obviously a bigger range. It's also going to be a 1 litre range and 5 litres as we progress. Obviously, very, very new company. So give the guys a following, give them some orders, have a look, check out the website and see what you think. Check out the sample range first before you dive straight in. They do the sample packs. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We finally got out here on a lovely day. Let's hope the glorious weather continues. If you like this video, obviously share it like crazy. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs. We're very, very close. It's a little goal of mine. Thanks to all you guys that supported this channel right from the start. I know we can get product overload sometimes. You get a little bit confused and think, crikey, how much more are we going to buy? Well, I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of products to get through this year. So please join me on the next video. Like, share and subscribe as always. And I will see you on the next one. I am going to go and grab a non-alcoholic lager top. No, I'm not. I'm going to grab a proper beer. See you later.